Welcome to part 3. So I was talking about Inframe with Terry Gilliam, or I hadn't started talking about it, but I showed it. And this is 3 movies directed by Terry Gilliam. It has 12 Monkeys, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Monty Python: The Meaning of Life. And I only got this because of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which was available separate but for the same price as this whole box set, so why would I not get this whole box set and get 2 other movies? But I already have The Meaning of Life, but this is a 1-discer and I have a 2-discer, so I don't know if some people would have gotten rid of this, but I'm gonna keep it. And then 12 Monkeys, haven't seen it, not that interested in watching it, but I'm sure it's great. And then Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which, as I said, is the main reason why I got the box set. But I was really disappointed by this movie. Maybe it's a movie that you need to watch more than once, but I really did not like it. But I have heard a lot of great things about it. Next up is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook. This is actually the second I have. I mean that as in it's not many, of course. Has 2 discs, but the special features, they were really bad. I mean, only for I mean the camera and I mean the picture, the camera work, I mean all that was horrible. I mean not the camera work, but the picture, the quality, yeah, that's the word. That was really horrible, so I didn't bother watching any of them, and some of them didn't even have sound, which annoyed me. But yeah, I thought that I would like this movie, but I really didn't like it that much. I liked the ending a lot, from where she is jumping out of the window and running away and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had recognized that scene where she's running away there. But I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I was disappointed. And this is the original. I forgot to say, but maybe that's obvious. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Next up, Amadeus, 2-disc special edition director's cut. This kind of annoyed me. One first and the second, a little booklet here, or I don't know if you can call it a booklet. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, or 3, whatever. There were 2 reasons I got this. First of all, M size 80-24-56, I think. He has in some video, I think, said that this is one of his favorite movies. So that was partly the reason I got this. And the second reason was that I had seen this before, but not the whole movie. I started it like in the 6th grade or something, like 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't finish it there. I mean, it's like almost a 3-hour long movie, and I guess I was sick one day and I just didn't finish it. But then it was on the TV, surprisingly, when I got home. Well, not that same day, but when I got home a few days later. But anyway, that's the second reason why I got it, and it's like about what's his whole name? Wolfgang Mozart, Amadeus, I don't know. You know Mozart, the famous composer. It's about his life or something, about his music. And the weird thing is that the only thing in this movie I don't like is the music, but it's basically a sort of a movie about his music, so it's kind of strange that the part I don't like is the music. But I love the part in the beginning where sort of Mozart is introduced to Salieri, is that his name? I love that and all that. I mean, it's just great. It's very entertaining and it's so well made and everything is just great about it. I understand why it's one of his favorite movies. And I also found that scene in the ending where Salieri and Mozart is composing music together, fantastic. I don't know what it was with it. Maybe it was the dialogue, or I don't know. It was just really, really, really good. They only compose music, but that was great. Next, is Monty Python's Life of Brian. And this was kind of annoying. The day after I bought this, I saw it in another store for the half of the price, which I got it for. But well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, this is my second favorite Monty Python film. After this one, Monty Python: The Holy Grail, which I also got now. So yeah, this is my favorite one. And I don't know how to review them. This is like about few war knights. I don't know, but they're looking for a holy grail, and it doesn't really matter what the movie's about. It has some great scenes and jokes, or yeah, I don't know. One thing that's strange though is it says disc 1 here, but it only has one disc, so I don't know if I have no idea what's up with that. But yeah, also in the menu when you press special features, it says put in disc 2 to watch the special features. But where is disc 2? Only one disc. So yeah, I don't know. But both of these are great. And then, which I was talking about before, Solo. Oops, I guess I'll do this. Or 120 Days of Sodom. This one I have seen. I only bought it because I had heard so many things about it. It was supposed to be one of the most disgusting, repulsive, gruesome, vile movies ever made, or whatever. I don't know how to explain it in one word. But yeah, it's like about, I don't know about the plural word for the word, but fascist something. For fascists, they kidnap a bunch of children, or I don't know, but they sort of kidnap them, I suppose. And they take them to a place where they sexually humiliate them and torture them in different ways. And yeah, I saw this in the store and I picked it up, and I was like, wow, I was not expecting to see this movie in this store, because this like a mainstream store where you go with your children to buy candy on Saturdays. So I was kind of surprised to see Solo there, sitting on the shelf. Sorry. But yeah, I picked it up, but I put it back because I thought that I was gonna feel horrible after watching this. But I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just buy it. Sure, I'm gonna feel really bad after watching it, but whatever, I really wanna see it. But strangely, it wasn't that brutal or whatever as I thought. I'm really not saying that it is a movie you should show to your children, because they force kids to eat shit and then they torture them until they die. But still, I don't. Yeah. But it has a pretty cool packaging. Yeah, only one disc, but yeah, no really special features. But well, and I think there's like a special edition of this. I've seen a lot of people who has that, but this was the one in the store, so damn. But anyway. So next up, let's take this one, Monty Python, Monty Python's Flying Circus, Season 1, and then also Season 2. I've only seen the first season, and I want to see the second season, but since it's a sketch show, I figured I only have to see one season before I make the update. But yeah, it's really funny. The first season is really funny. It reminds me of Saturday Night Live. But what I don't like about it is, first of all, that they have these animations or whatever. I don't think they're very funny. And then they sort of, I don't know how you want to explain it, but mock themselves. I mean, they say stuff like, hey, you can't leave now, we're in the middle of a scene, and wow, that last sketch was horrible. Anyway, and stuff like that, which is funny sometimes, but they do it in every episode, a few times in every episode, so that's kind of annoying actually, I think. But yeah. Next is no movie because I am on 10 minutes, so I'm gonna cut now, and I'll see you hopefully in part 4.